Hello, good evening, everyone. Can you all see me now? There's a chat in the chat box. There is a message coming up. It is a Mentimeter link because it is very difficult to hear from people, those who are watching us. So I have made that Mentimeter link. So please use that link and answer the two questions. Those are there. I'll just put it up for you on the screen as well. So here it is. I would love to know that what do you mean by phonics? What is phonics? I can see one answer that phonic is a method for teaching people how to read and write. Okay. Any more answers? If you're finding it difficult, you can even write your answers in the comments. It would be really great to know about it. That what is phonics? Yes, letter sounds. Great. Someone said letter sound. There's one more question that I have for you. Are you using phonics currently in your instructions or in your classes? Yes. Phonics is for pronunciation. Great. Thanks for sharing your prior knowledge with me. So today we are here for a very basic level of phonics training. Let me tell you about my story of using phonics. So it all came back in 2014 when I was a grade 5 teacher. So even though learners were in grade 5, they had difficulties in reading, understanding, spellings, vocabulary, and there were few learners who were not good at it at all. So since then we have been trying to understand that what is something that we can do which will help them to become better readers. And that's how we came across Jolly Phonics. So it was an in-house training conducted by one of the Jolly Phonics instructor. So the Jolly Phonics is basically a synthetic phonics approach. There are different ways of using phonics. So basically, Jolly Phonics is a synthetic phonic approach. So it is a complete scheme of work that how to teach it, what are the different steps that need to be followed. So after getting the training, what did I do as a grade 5 teacher? I started implementing those strategies in bits and pieces, but still we were not using it as a perfect scheme because that was just a one day training. After that, in 2018, I got a chance to get a proper training from a UK-based regional facilitator, and that was, a game changer for all of us. So, because I was the leader, pedagogical leader, so I developed an in-depth understanding, and I could see that learners are improving using that approach. So what did we observe? That the struggling learners are now better, become better learners. They are more ready to read and they're enjoying reading. So they have started reading for pleasure. So let me show you like what we will be covering today. So if you're already a pro in using phonics, this session is not for you. But if you're someone who has started using phonics or who is eager to know how does it work and what does it look like in actual classroom, then yes, you are most welcome. But if you're already a pro and expert, so this session is not for you. You may join the future trainings, but if you are starting and you want to make your foundation strong the way I got it in 2018, so this is the session for you. Let me go back to the presentation which I would like to show you. coming up. Internet is dead slow over here. Fine. So, as most of you said, that phonics is about sounds, right? So, what are we going to explore today? That what is phonemic awareness? When we talk about English language, in the chat box, do let me know how many letters are there in English alphabet. Such an easy question. I know you all know the answer. How many letters are there? Can you all see my screen? 26. Amazing. So now how many sounds are there, right? Just let me know how many sounds are there. Okay, someone said 28. I would like to know what are those two letters which we don't know. Super. So how many sounds are there? We have 26 letters in English alphabet. Great. Thank you, Sabah, Mrs. Shea, for sharing it. That yes. So there are actually 44 sounds as per the Jolly Phonics scheme. As I said that there are different ways of using phonics and there are different programs. But the program that we are using, we have learned about, we have implemented is Jolly Phonics, right? So it says there are 44 sounds. So let me tell you some of the basic components that the letters that you spoke about, the letters are there, but sometimes a sound comes from a combination of letter, right? So the letter combination which makes that sound is grapheme, right? And the sound that we hear is phoneme, right? So phonemes are how many? 44, right? Apart from phonemes, there are graphemes as well. So the ability to hear, identify, manipulate the individual sounds. What are individual sound? The phonemes in spoken words, right? In spoken language, the knowledge that spoken words can be broken into smaller segment of sounds, right? What are those smaller segment of sounds? Phonemes. So this, the second thing that I spoke about, is actually breaking up down those sounds in smaller chunks. For example, k, a, ch, right? So how many phonemes are there? Can you let me know in the I'm saying chat box, in the comment section? There are 3 phonemes, right? And luckily there are 3 graphemes as well, right? Moving ahead. Now, if you're a homeschooler, right, still you can implement this particular approach. It's very easy, very handy, and there are resources available. So at home, how can you do that? So if you're a parent, then you can start reading to your children. Don't tell them to read, rather sit with them and develop a habit of reading. You can create a small cozy area in your home, have some books, have some cushions, have some picture books, and develop that love for reading. Exposure to rhymes, songs, or poems, and the phonemic games. I will take you through what all phonemic games can be created, and those are, very inexpensive. You don't have to, what should I say, spend a hefty amount, especially in this pandemic time when it is very difficult for all of us. So we will also take you through that. At school, if you are a school and very eager to implement a program which will enhance or improve or develop the reading skills of your learners, it is possible. Either you can use Jolly Phonics because it is already tried and tested, or you can use any other phonics program, right? So teaching phonemic awareness. Learners and teachers should have an understanding of sound symbol relationship. What is sound? Phonemes. What is symbol? Either the letters or the graphemes, right? Focusing on skill development in 7 areas, right? What are those 7 areas? Basically, discriminating, right? Blending, counting, segmenting, rhyming, manipulating, and electricians. Have you heard uh, uh, the advertisement? What do they use? They use electricians a lot, right? For example, if we are teaching students and they're learning about the sound of letter S, so we can, introduce an electrician to make it fun for them and make it easy to remember for them. For example, slithering snake, right? So this is an example of electrician. Repeated words, the repeated sound, right? So they will enjoy doing it. Now, let me take you through the discriminating skill. What is discriminating? It is an ability to determine if two words begin or end with the same sound. So isolate that sound. And what are some of the games that we can play? I spy and I'm thinking. For example, in this picture, if you can see the picture, it is about, oh, the picture is not visible. Oh, let me check it again. Fine. Let me share it again. Fine. That is not working for me. Fine. Let me talk about it. For example, if you play I spy something that begins with same sound as Dick has. It is a dog, right? The sound is j. So this is a very simple game which you can play with your children, or as a teacher also you can use. Counting, the ability to clap the number of words in a sentence or a syllable or sounds in a word, right? So activities may include sentences, syllables, and sounds. For sentences, count the number of words in a sentence, clap while saying them, right? And then count them again. For example, sentences are made up of words. So what are we doing? We are helping them to understand that these are words, and words are actually made up of sounds and symbols, right? Phonemes and grammars. There are other things also like digraph, blends that we will learn in the upcoming session. For syllables, the best part is using the chin test, right? So it is amazing. For sounds, count the number of sounds in one syllable words. One syllable words are basically your CVC word like cat, match, all those things, right? Rhyming, skill, the ability, the skill talks about the ability to create word families. Word families we all are familiar with, because as children, as student, we also learned a lot of word families, right? The at family, the and family, we have done it. But that is a sort of, mug up approach or rote learning approach. So still, in one way or another, it is one of the skill, right, that helps the learner to understand that how words are similar and what is the pattern in that, so they can make more words, right? So for example, thumbs up, say, put your thumbs up if these two words rhyme. Say ball and call. Is it rhyming? They will say a thumbs up. All right. Then rhyming picture sort. Find and sort things in picture that rhymes. Right. Children books, magazines are perfect for this. Another thing is electrician. As I said, the ability to create a list of words where two or more words have the same initial sound. Right. I gave you an example: slithering snake. Right. So choose two words with same sound. So what is it helping them? It is helping them to repeat that sound which you are targeting to make them understand. Create silly sentences. Anything silly that you can create and that they can enjoy, right? Now the next thing is blending, the ability to blend adjacent sounds together. For example, you are doing starting with the words like CV words, at, right? You are teaching them at, cat, right? So you can even give the hand gesture, but if you are teaching in a virtual learning setup. So better you prepare your PPTs like that, which will help them to blend it together, helping them to visualize through your PPT is a better idea. Right, segmenting, the ability to verbally isolate the syllabus. So what we did in the last skill, blending, we blended them together and read it. And now what they are doing, they're seeing the word, they're segmenting it into chunk. I used to call it chopping, right? So like cat, right? First I heard, and then there are several strategies like head, waist, and knees. So stop, stand up, facing the children. Choose a simple three sound words like lip. Everyone should touch their head and say right? Touch their waist and say touch their knees and say. Repeat with other three sound words. So simple strategy, and it is using the whole body approach, right? So we are using the body movement. So children, they enjoy, especially the earlier children. However, if you're upper elementary teacher, so and if you're teaching a student which is at this level, so you may differ your approaches. Then manipulating, the ability to change words by deleting, adding, or substituting sound and syllables, right? So deleting sounds, adding sound, and substituting sounds comes in the manipulation part of the skills. To practice deleting sound, say the word at cat. Now say the word again, but do not say k. Answer is at, right? Say the word cowboy. Now say the word again, but do not say cow, right? To practice adding sound, what you can do, say the word cat. Now say the word again, but add an s sound at the end. So answer is cats, right? To practice substituting sound, say the word now change H to M. So answer is mat. So this is a quick manipulation that will help them to build on their word choices. So they will learn more words, right? So this is some of the strategies that work well in the Jolly Phonics area. Are you with me? Okay. We have Sumaya with us. She will be taking us through the first group of Jolly Phonics. So the first group, we do not go in the alphabetical order in Jolly Phonics. Rather, we use letters which comes more frequently in words. Ask me why? Because it helps us in word building. For example, if you're teaching A, B, C, D, right? How many words can you make from it? Hardly few. But if you start in a sequence like set pin, right? No, set pin, right? So you will be able to make more words, isn't it? So now I am bringing in Sumaya. Sumaya, you are up here on the live.
Can you see me? Good evening, everybody. Asa ma'am, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay. So,
I
good
I
evening.
will be on mute, otherwise there'll be an echo. Okay?
Sure. All right. So, good evening, one and all. So, as Asna ma'am told you, and she explained what is phonics, Jolly Phonics is all about, and believe us and believe me, it is a wonderful journey to teach children blending, segmenting, reading, writing. All right. So, let's talk about first group. Okay. So, first group we have six letter sounds. So first letter is okay. So look, I have a snake in my hand, and look, this is snake. Okay. So how we are going to take out the sounds? Before that, I will be telling you a story. There was a boy, Sam. He was roaming in the garden in the grass, and he found a snake. Okay. As it was a sunny day, Sam take his dog for a walk, and the boy threw a stick, and the dog runs after it. Okay, so the dog was looking around in the grass and he found a snake. Okay, what he found? A snake. So with this, for this, we are going to make a sound. Stick out your hand, a wavy hand, snake. The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. And the sound was, this is how we teach our children. You can have these kind of aids with you. You can make it. It is very easy to handle. So what was there in the grass? The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. So the first letter is okay. So now second one, a, a. The letter is a, but the sound is a. You have to open your mouth. Pretend that somebody has put a big apple in your mouth like this. Okay. So now you have to open your mouth bigger. Ah, ah. And you can also understand like a we make na small a, so it has a big mouth. So ah, the sound is ah. Okay. So the story for this is there was a family. Yes, Asma ma'am, correct. So there was a family who went to the park to have a great day as a picnic. So they took sandwiches, jams, butter, bread, lots of things with them. So while they were having a great time, but what they found? They found lots and lots of ants. And ants were moving and jumping all over here and there on the body of them. Okay, so how we're going to teach the children the sound of letter A like this. Put it, stick out your hand out and assume ants are running all over. Ah, ah. Ants on my arms, ah, ah. Ants on my arms like this. Okay, so you can teach your children sound like this. Stick out the hand out, stick out your arm out, and do it like this. Ah, ah. Ants on my arms, ah, ah. Ants on my arms, and they are causing an alarm. Okay, so this is letter A. And the sound of letter A is ah, ah, a big mouth. Ah. Okay, now next. Next is very interesting. The next sound is, you can have this like two of the boys went to play a tennis game. And the ball, assume this is a ball, and the ball was moving here and there. So how the head was nodding? So this is the action, and it is not ta. Okay, it is air will come out with your tongue and teeth. You can feel that like this. So this is the sound of letter T. So how many letters and the actions and sounds we have completed? 3. What was the action? A wavy hand. Okay. The next was A. Ah, a big mouth. Ah. And the answer on the arms. Like this. And arms. Walking. Okay. And third one is tennis game. This is the action. Okay. Now, the fourth one. The fourth one is I. But the sound of letter I is E. E. How? Assume this. This is a mouse. Okay. He was walking here and there and he found a bottle of ink. So the bottle of ink was fallen on him and he become a inky wet inky. So the action of letter I as in E is E, 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 like this. Okay, E, E, E. Okay. Now, next sound is, can you recapitulate how much we have done? As a wavy hand. Okay. A as in ant, a, a, ants on my arms. Tennis game. Okay. Then we have done I like this. Inky the mouse. E, E, E. Now P, P. There was a party going on, a birthday party, and there was a boy who loves to have lots and lots of candles on his cake. So he was having a cake with the candle. So how he was blowing it like a puff. Assume this is a candle, and he was blowing the candle out like a puff. It is not like this. No, it is like zip lock your lips and open it all around, puff all around. So this is the action of letter P. Okay. And the last letter of our first group is okay. And the sound is Look at my face, how it is going. Okay. Now what you have to do is stick out your hands, stick out your arms like this. Assume you are hearing a sound of an aeroplane, engine sound. So it is going to be like this. Got the sound? Sound is Okay, so here we have completed 6 letters and 6 sounds. Okay, do it with me, all of you. First is S, and the sound of letter S is a wavy snake. Okay, second was A, as in a big mouth. A, ants on my arms. A, ants on my arms. Ants on my arms. Ants on my arms. And they are causing me alarm. Okay. Third one was tennis game. How ball was going. Okay. And the fourth one was E, 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 inky. E, 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 inky. Okay. Then we have P, pa, 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 P, pa, pa, pa. Okay. And the last one was engine sound. Okay. Using all these 6 letters, now you can make so many words out of it, as Asna ma'am told you. Can you make some words using first group? For example, if we have S and A together, so what we are going to form? A as in A and S as in A, A, as. Okay. If we have the third letter together, A, A. What it is? Sat, 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 at, sat. Okay. Then, if you are having the last 3 letters, I, P, and yes, you're right. It is at, at. Very good. Yeah. The last one, in, in. And one more, in, pin, p, pen. So using these 6 letters, we can make lots and lots of words. You can write. Yes, you can write in the comment box. Yes, we are getting the answers. As in, yes, pin, set, at, is, as. Yes, wonderful. Wonderful job. So, this is how I blend the letters and make the words. And while blending it and making the words, I am using my fingers. Like for the sound, first finger, for the second, a, three fingers together. So, with the help of fingers, I get to know there are three letters with three different sounds. So, I made one word using three letters and three sounds. So, this way, you can introduce phonics in your class using the stories, using these kind of aids, using the action, and you can have lots and lots of jingles like as I have narrated ants on my arms. Then you can have the snake is in the grass, the snake is in the grass. Like this, you can have jingles for every letter, and you can have, creativity in your class using phonics. And yes, it is going to enhance lots and lots of reading habit in children. They will read and they will be able to write. Yes, Asna ma'am, please add something.
Very well done, Sumaya. We enjoyed learning about rhymes in such an innovative way. So, what is the approach here? She taught you letter, right? So, grapheme. Then she taught you phoneme, the sound, and then she used various teaching aids, right? Like songs. She even help you to understand blending the letters, right? Blending the sounds and make new words, right? Sorry, we are having candlelight phonics session. This the electricity suddenly uh, so, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this evening. And thank you so much, Sumaya. We thoroughly enjoyed the session. Those who are there in our WhatsApp group, they will get a kind of worksheets that they can easily implement in their classroom. Next week, we are going to introduce some of the little, high level stuff. We do not want to, just what should I say, scare you with all new terminology. So today we introduce phonemes, graphemes, right? I have given you a little bit introduction about phonemic awareness and why we are using this particular scheme, because this will help them to make more words. And apart from that, the entire, what should I say, the approach is very innovative. And how do they learn? They learn from head, heart, and hands. Right? So Sumaya has used all those. So very well done, Sumaya. It was very, kind of you that you came here and added some great values for these educators, right? Those who have joined us from two different countries. We have participants from Bangladesh and we also have participants from India. Thank you so much, Mr. Shams. He was here and I think he moved out. We couldn't put you up on screen. So he is the moderator actually. He's helping us a lot in reaching us to educators. So next week we will do group two, most probably with NC Clara. But if she's not there, our very own Sumaya will be there with us, right? So now I'm saying bye bye to everyone. Thank you, Sumaya, again. So whoever will attend the 6 week program, we are going to introduce not many things, more complex skills. How can you use this approach in higher classes? And not many things. So if you will attend all 6 sessions, you are going to get certificate, right? And that is again a takeaway for you. But it is very important that you use the chat box once we end the session to let us know that what have you learned. As I could see, some of you said that there are 28 letters, right? But we have 26 letters in alphabet, right? We have 44 sounds. What are sounds? They are phonemes, right? What are letters or group of letters that those make those sounds? They are graphemes, right? So these are the new things that you have learned today. I have just quickly recap it for you. So see you next time, most probably on the same day, same time. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Sumaya. Take care. Have a nice day.
Right.
Sumaya,
Thank you
stay
so
there. I'm ending the broadcast.
much.
Thank you. End it. Done. Candlelight. Done, Sumaya.
Uh, it is
It
still
is
going
ended.
like that. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
There,
All
there,
right.
there.
I'm trying to end, but because of the internet connectivity, it is
Start. Yeah, it is
taking
still
some
showing live,
time.
We are still live.
Ah, I can hear you well, and I can see you as well.
Okay. Yeah, there is some network issues at your end now because of electricity.